What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Chins and Giggles, episode 120 something. 126.
Okay.
What's up, y'all? I see you got them Utah curls, girl.
Oh, I do. Kind of. Well,
you're like, she's Mormon now. Wait, no, fun fact. I forgot to mention this when we were talking about the secret lives of
Mormon wives.
Yeah. Do you remember us having our Mormon era when we were little? Do you remember?
Oh my gosh.
I forgot. You guys, fun fact.
What?
I completely forgot too. And then I was just thinking about it when I was watching that episode. And I was like,
Utah, right?
We lived in Utah. Like, what? No, I remember when we were
Karina,
like,
I forgot about that era.
I did too. Like, when we were talking about the Mormon wives, we completely forgot to mention it. I completely forgot it even happened. But when we were about like 4 or 5,
we had to be like,
we were really little. We were really, really small, but we were part of the Mormon church for like, how long? Not long enough.
I remember like physically like being in the church.
I remember.
And I remember the guys that would come over.
They were my dad's like church friends.
I remember they would play like tricks with their coins with us, and we were like all like fascinated.
Yeah, they were so sweet. Like, I remember, my dad had these like friends that he met at church, and they would like come over, and like I just remember they were such sweet like people.
They were so sweet.
But it had to, like, I kind of want to ask my mom, like, how long were we Mormon for? It had to have been like a year.
And have things changed, or were like, I'm curious if like, were you guys allowed to drink coffee, or like,
right?
You know,
like it had to have not been too long though. I remember it was like a short phase.
It was a short phase.
It was a very short phase.
Yeah,
what happened?
Because I do know, like, growing up, we were kind of raised Catholic.
We were raised Catholic,
but we did have
our Mormon era.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know how it didn't click though, because I'm so into the show.
Such a random fact, but I just remembered when I was watching the episode, I was like, wait, we were Mormon for like a split second.
Wow,
I remember that. But
girl, how is it almost October? The year is about to end. What's going on?
I don't get it.
And did you see the new iPhones? Like, I'm still stuck on. I think
this
is the iPhone 11.
They always make like such a big hype about it, huh?
How do you check what iPhone you have?
I always forget
on your settings, huh?
I got this phone, I want to say like 2 years ago.
My
phone
just died.
Oh.
Wait,
I think I have the 14.
Yeah, you do, because they changed. I just want to talk to Apple. Why the fuck are y'all changing your chargers?
I have the different charger.
Oh my gosh! Like, y'all
I have
so difficult to share.
What does it say?
Am I supposed to check on?
I have the iPhone 15 Pro Max.
I have the iPhone. Which one came out in 20? I was gonna say 2016. What? Which one came out in 2021?
I don't know.
There's like new iPhones every like 6 months.
Every fucking year there's a new one, or is it every 6 months? I actually don't know.
I feel like I'm tripping. Maybe
every year in September, right? Is it September?
So I wouldn't have the 11.
I don't know, girl. I mean, 2021 was a decade ago. Apparently, that's what time.
3 years ago.
Fast is flying.
Maybe I have the 14 then. No, you have the 14.
I have the 15.
Girl,
wait, what iPhone are we on? What's the new iPhone? iPhone what?
16.
iPhone 22.
iPhone 16.
iPhone 16. So I got this one last year. Then
you just got it. Last year they changed the chargers. I'm way behind then. Wait, if you have the older,
I don't fucking know. I just know I got this last year.
Wait, if you have the older charger, are you like you have the old phone? No, you know when I know you got the old phone. Respectfully, when you still got the button, the home button.
Okay, that's
bitch. I'm like, okay, you got that antique
dinosaur years, bitch.
No,
antique.
I miss those phones. I remember when they removed the button, I was like,
I couldn't believe it. I was like,
am I gonna like a phone with not a single button? Is crazy.
It just felt in outrageous, insane.
Do you save your old phones or do you return them? Okay, exchange them.
I don't know. Raul takes care of that, low key. Like,
you know what? Like I slowly started saving them.
I used to return them. I think this last one though, I did not return. Because like randomly, like I'll see Mia with it. Like
yeah.
I know Raul will like randomly like give it to Mia, and I'm like, oh, it's my old phone.
Okay,
so it's just laying around for Mia. For my iPad kid, like what? Like, what is her
Does she have
reason?
an iPad?
She has a tablet. Like, what?
And an iPhone.
No, it's my old iPhone.
I really wish when I was younger I would knew about iCloud, because all my older phones, like if I would return them, pues yeah, I was like losing every memory to exist on that phone.
Wow.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I feel like iCloud is like, that just reminded me how my parents have an email, but it's an iCloud. Like y'all.
Oh yeah.
Like what happened to the Gmail? Like
My mom doesn't even know her email or any of that. Like she'll like log out of Facebook on accident and then she's yelling at me about it.
My mom, growing up, ever since Facebook has existed, like she would have her like actual like identity crisis if her Facebook, if she lost her password.
If she forgot her password, it was the end of the world and she had to make a new one because then she would be yelling at us.
She would,
figure it out.
yeah. She'd be yelling at us for forgetting her password. Like, baby, you no. And for some reason, we were the ones making her Facebook. Like, girl, this is your 10th Facebook page.
And she used to get so mad. And she would like expect you to know. She still does it. She expects you to know her password. I'm like, it's your password. And I'll be like, okay, fine. What's your email? Oh,
no tengo email.
I don't know. What
They
is
don't
that?
have it.
I'm like, girl.
But they have, like, my dad randomly, he'll tell me his email, and it's
the iCloud one.
it's the iCloud one. I'm like, wait, like,
Well, yeah, I can't imagine my mom like actually using like Gmail and stuff like that.
but you could receive emails on with iCloud and stuff.
But like, I don't see
But
my
it's just
mom like
funny.
actually, using that.
But yeah, I have a lot of memories on my older phones that I didn't
That's
think
the thing.
in.
My mom like with Facebook, like she won't know her user or her password. I'm like, how did you make an account, girl?
What's your name, girl? And I'm like trying to hack into her page, like, girl. I'm like, I need to go into your info and see
And
your
then
first and last name, everything.
And then she'll like say that Facebook is stupid because it's so hard to log in, and I'm like, they're protecting you.
Yeah, I need the new iPhone because mine's old. I know when it's time. When my phone starts acting up, I'm like,
They do that shit on purpose, huh?
y'all do it on purpose. Actually, I think they started like,
You have to update it.
they started hearing the people, because I feel like it doesn't happen anymore. Because I've had it since 2021. It's still going strong.
Oh my god, how many pictures do you have on your phone?
My phone's dead.
You don't have it. You don't have an
Does
idea.
anybody have a charger?
No,
Fuck,
I
my
have the
phone's-
fucking new charger now. Everybody, pause and comment how many pictures you have, or like on your recents on your pictures. Mine is 97,083.
Okay. That's I know I'm over 100. I think I'm over 100.
Over
Last time I
100,000
checked.
pictures.
Yeah,
Stop.
I think so. I've had it since 2021 though. Oh, but that's including like every. See, what's like the oldest picture you can go on your phone though?
The oldest picture is like from like 20.
Mine's like 2016, I think. You know where I could see memories where I'm like, dang, Snapchat, bitch. Snapchat saves everything.
It'll be reminding you of like 10 years ago
And
on
I'm
this
like,
day.
huh? I don't even know I have that memory. Did you see how Instagram is gonna delete archives now?
Oh.
Yeah, like good. They're archived for a reason. I've like gone through my Instagram and certain things I cringe of. I'm like, damn, okay, archive. Like,
Okay. Didn't they also say that they were just going to start deleting your old pictures in general?
good, baby, because I'm cringing at my older pictures.
But like, how old?
Do you guys like when like on Instagram you click on someone's page and you can scroll for hours and find like another picture?
No. You know what's the real gag? Instagram exposing the Photoshop pictures.
The AI, bitch.
It'll say AI generated if you face tuned it.
Rose had that, huh? When you guys posted your photo shoot, I was like, does Karina know his AI generated?
Or the photo shoot? Which one?
I'm assuming because like the photographer like photoshops
Oh,
it.
of course. You know photographers be editing, baby.
But why did I? But I was like, did she
Like
see that?
the family shoot?
Check it. It says AI generated.
Crying.
And I remember thinking like, Karina, how's Karina not notice it says
Wait,
this?
let me take a look.
AI.
Yeah.
You saw? But you could turn that off, right?
I don't know how.
No, you really could. So the other day, the other day I was like, I had posted something, and I did,
And it tried to
edit a little
expose
bit.
you.
And I was like, let me see if this bitch is gonna expose me a little bit. And before going to post, it said AI off. Like you could turn it off or on.
Well, I guess Raul left it on.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, wait, what?
So that means that every other picture he's posted is not
Yeah, Raul doesn't really edit pictures
edited.
like that.
I prefer when I can go on someone's page and see like everything for years. Like, it shows you're not like
I hate when you go on someone's Instagram and they have 2 fucking pictures.
that part.
I want to see more.
And it goes with the same with YouTube. Like, baby, what happened to all your videos? You only got like the new ones.
I want to see all your life. I want to see like your 2012 pictures.
I want to see the glow up.
I want to see the glow up.
The aesthetic change.
Or the glow down.
Right? I'm like, the 50-pound weight gain. Fuck.
No.
Me.
No.
And it is crazy. I have gone to like my older feed and I'm like, cringe. Like, is there like, am I the only one that kind of like drags on like things from your past where you're like, damn, I had this era, like cringe. Like, you don't ever think that?
Like what?
I want to say like 20. I wasn't like the happiest in 2016. Like me physically, like I just was not like, I don't know,
like your baddie era?
I was like trying to find my style, like my hair.
I think 2016, everybody was trying to like the 2016 era with hair and makeup. It was all that.
I was really trying to find my style. My hair was like brown, but like I would rarely ever dye it. Like I just didn't know how to style it right. I was like,
me right now.
No, like I can't explain that era. She was like really trying to find her style.
For 2016, you can question what the fuck was I wearing.
What era I actually like cringe at? The way we used to talk.
We still.
No, but it was worse.
Was it?
It was worse. I don't know. I think we all can like look back at certain eras in our life and we're like,
oh my god, that would have been a fun game to do, like reacting to like eras of.
Oh no, please!
That would have been so funny, Mayra.
It makes me cringe because like, it's just like I don't know how to explain it. Like I feel like because we're online, like we grew up online, and I cringe.
Really?
Because I'm like, I can't just like
okay,
put it in
I'm
the
not
past
gonna lie.
And, like, hide it. It's out there.
Look back at my videos from like 2016, 2015, and some of them were really cringy, but I also think they were really funny. Like I look back and I'm cringing at how like just how obnoxious I was.
I feel that with like
but
my
I
Snapchat.
also like watch it and I think it's so funny and I'm like, okay, I get it. Like I understand why people watch them, but they're funny, but they were so outrageous for no reason.
Snapchat reminds me. Snapchat will remind me.
Oh my god, yes.
I'll literally be like with my filters like on Snapchat.
Oh my god, yes.
And I'll be like, hey guys, just posted a new video. Go I'm like,
oh my god, yes.
I'm cringing. I'm like,
look at
girl,
my own snaps too, and I'm
you didn't have to
cringing.
be so like I don't know, or I would like snap my entire life from the minute I went to sleep, right?
Me on Snapchat right now.
No, that's me on Snapchat right now too. But it was just different.
It was just different.
Or like Karina, I don't know. I think like we just evolve as we age. We like, I don't know what era I went through. Like, who the fuck was letting me step out with like no brows and my hair up in a fucking bun, like looking like a fucking like I don't know. I was looking crazy. And I'm like, this is my touch of glam. Like, bitch, I'm so confused.
My touch of glam.
No, like, I'm not kidding, Karina. Like, wandaja. That's the word.
Wandaja.
Like, I was just like,
that's still me. And then like,
no, I understand we have those
microblading
moments, but I'm still gonna put my hair cute. I'm gonna put my earrings on, a little bit of gloss. No, Karina, I'm thinking like, bitch, you might as well walk out with your PJs.
I look at my vlogs and I'm like,
vlogs. That's where I get humbled, bitch.
And I'm like, I was walking around just chilling like
or
that.
You know what other era that makes me so depressed?
Wow.
Our apartment era. Bitch.
Depressed.
Yeah.
Why?
Karina, you gotta admit that we were dealing with something. Like, I don't know if it was the move. Like, Karina, the fact that we were going to sleep so late.
Well, that's just because we were like just kids
moved
out.
Ring, bitch. At that point, I think it was like the freedom that we had.
Well, us moving out and being excited, yeah, we were just kids.
Guys.
Like, you know, we started like making money on social media. So then we're like these kids that like are now moved out into an apartment. We're working from home, so we're just filming videos. So we're going to sleep late as shit, doing whatever the fuck we want.
How late? Tell them.
Late. Like I remember literally my first Vlogmas. I remember like at 7 a.m. I hadn't even fallen asleep yet, and I was like, well, I might as well start vlogging. And there I am, like, happy Vlogmas day 1.
And then by the time like 10 a.m. hit, we're like crashing.
Slept. By 10 a.m., I'm over here knocking out. Like,
I used to bust all-nighters. That's how bad. Like
I feel like
my
a lot
schedule
of
was.
fucking kids could say that they bust all-nighters all the time.
That's so terrible.
Myra, we're 30 now.
I
Yeah, but we were
know.
like fucking 20.
But I remember like one time, like this is crazy. Like I could never be me again. I'm like
could never.
insecure about like how bad it was.
You were a kid.
One time, I mean, I had to go to sleep like it had to be like 10 a.m. or something. I was so 10, 11, 12.
I think I remember
4,
this.
5. I remember waking up like at 6 p.m. bitch.
It was 7 p.m. I
You-
remember.
Oh,
you
you
waking up at 7 p.m. one time.
like what?
I
Poor
literally
girl.
remember there was
What was she going through?
I literally remember there was a day that Raul like was getting like off of work and we were gonna go out like to dinner somewhere, and we were gonna go on a date.
no, but
And he
you
showed
showed
up
up
like
up
I used to.
late.
I did it too. I remember he pulled up like at 7:30 and you were like barely waking up. I remember like
That is so terrible. Terrible, Karina. But to be fair, no, my mom was like, "Estas pinches hombres duermen tanto." I'm like, girl, because we're going to sleep at freaking 11 a.m. That's why we're still getting our 8 hours, mama. I'm just not going to sleep.
Well, in general, like I remember even like being little, like when it was like high school days, like fresh out of high school, like if I went to sleep at 4 a.m, of course I'm waking up at fucking 12 p.m.
Yeah,
and my mom would be like,
course.
"You sleep all fucking day." I'm like, "Girl, I just fell asleep 5 hours ago."
Like, baby, I just closed my eyes an hour ago. Huh?
I'm thinking, like it's not that I sleep all day; it's just that I fell asleep when you woke up. Like,
I just want to know if it's like normal for people to go through this era though, because that's crazy. No,
yes,
I used to have my eras. Like I used to have my eras
Kids.
younger when I would wake up like at 12. That's like I feel like that's a typical time kids wake up, right?
I mean, I feel like you gotta
7 p.m. is bitch. People are going to sleep at that time.
Oh my god!
Nocturnal, bitch. We went playing when we got that shade Nocturnal when they came in that ballet, bitch.
My god. You also have to remember, like, you know, there's people that work graveyard shift. They are waking up at the time, right?
Bitch, yeah. Actually, to be fair,
Like, we had no job.
to be fair, we had our own schedule, and we were like little
Mocosas. literally.
mocosas, like just moved out. We like shit. A lot of my videos were filmed like at 4 a.m. Like for what?
Yeah, I would be filming at 4 a.m.
You know, making her slime at 4 a.m. Bitch.
Yes, I would. I
But
literally
in
remember.
general.
I remember my I have a video that I did like fun things to do in summer, and Peter and Elizabeth came over.
Oh shit, I remember that.
It was literally like 6 a.m, and we were like in the pool filming.
I was already here.
Yes, here. And like it was a fun things to do in summer video. There's a scene where we're in a pool, like in a little floaty pool, inside the pool. We filmed that like at 6 a.m, pretending it was like a summer day at 6 a.m.
Oh,
We hadn't-
madrugada, like all foggy.
because we hadn't slept, and we were like making ice cream like at 5 a.m. Like it was like a fun thing to do in summer. Like we were filming so late that night. And of course we're young, early 20s. That's all we were doing. Like,
That's
you know,
not- I mean, that's like once in a blue moon. But the fact that this was like every day for us at the apartment, I think of it. But it's so crazy, Karina, because when I think about those days, I think of them as such dark days.
such dark days is crazy.
Because I'm like, baby, you're not getting that vitamin D. Literally dark days. You're going to sleep at 11 a.m. while broad daylight and waking up at nighttime, bitch. Like, come on, vampire. No, like, it's just crazy. And not just that. Like, I just know I was going through some kind of depression. There ain't no way that's normal.
I just want to say I've never done a drug in my life.
Oh my God,
someone's
yes.
gonna be like, "What the fuck are y'all on?"
We have
never
not even
in my
weed.
life.
Like, I rarely have ever smoked.
This is literally just us
Insane.
just going to sleep late as fuck. Dude, how many people do that, Mara, when they're young? You're thinking now as a 30-year-old, like, how did I ever go to sleep that late and wake up that late? Yeah, because now you're a 30-year-old mom. Like,
Yeah, that's true. You're
but
very
like
right.
19 years old, fresh out, like just got your apartment, you're
Crazy.
just started your career on YouTube,
I
bitch.
do
You're like
remember that.
going off the rails.
I
you know?
literally do remember the first day of December, and we were like still awake. It was like 7, 8 a.m. And we started vlogging.
And I just remember just like probably just stop filming a video or something, and then you come in, you're like, it's Vlogmas, and we hadn't even slept. Like, what?
Girl,
Our schedule was just so fucked up.
so fucked up.
It was just
It
so
eventually
crazy.
got fixed when we all started living together again, because I'm sure my mom had us on check with that shit.
Well, in general, I mean, we're parents now. We can't just be waking up.
I mean,
at-
yeah, but that was crazy.
That's-
That was wild.
I know.
Okay, speaking of, I guess, like when we started off, we moved out. Do you remember your first big purchase?
My first big purchase.
I think I remember our first big purchase.
Our?
Like our first, yeah.
What was yours?
I think we both had it.
What
Our
was it?
first, when we went to Vegas and we got our Celine purse.
Oh,
That was like our first
my
designer purse.
designer bag ever. It's Celine purse, and I still use her like for travel.
I'd
sometimes.
use her for my laptop.
Yeah, for travel, she's a good one.
Oh, and eventually Coco bit up the handle. I know. Somebody did tell me I could take it to the store and that they would fix it, but I'm like, baby, this was like what, 2016? Oh my god!
Do you guys remember the Celine purse era? Who made the Celine purse?
Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian.
The Kardashians in general, I think.
I remember. My dream was to have a Celine.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just wanted a Celine so bad. You got which one? Which one did you get?
I got the gray one because you took the last black one.
I
remember.
Why did I do that?
I'm like, it's mine. No, I think
like
they really only had one, and you really wanted it, so I was like, it's fine.
You really wanted it too.
But then again, we're literally twins. Why are we gonna get the same exact? We could literally just borrow it. If,
But you know what? Like that purse, it holds up good because even till this day, it holds up really well.
Yeah, mine was lopsided since day one, and it's still lopsided. I'm pissed
Why?
I even bought it. I don't know.
Shit, for what? I know, right? Like,
I don't know. I'm
Didn't
not
my mom
into
get one
designer
too?
purses. My mom?
did she get a Celine?
Oh
too?
yeah, she got like a little one.
Oh, I got a little one
I think
too.
you got her a little one.
I got a little one too.
Oh, you got a mini one.
I got like the mini one, and then I got my tote one.
Oh my god, that's right.
And I wore the shit out of that forever.
Yeah,
I
and
feel like I literally
my mom
don't care for like designer nowadays.
I don't care either. That's actually, this is what happens though. When you are introduced to money in the beginning, you get super excited and you're like blowing it.
Yeah.
Because when I think about that era, I'm like, I don't care about designer purses like that.
I don't care about designer at all. I feel like the only times I'm in a designer store is to buy my mom a bag for her birthday or something.
Yeah. I feel like the one person that's actually like not materialistic, but she likes her good stuff is my mom.
My mom likes I
feel like we don't really like care about like stuff like that.
I don't, yeah.
But I mean, we were like you know, barely into this world where like, you know, we were getting paid and stuff, so we were super excited.
Yeah. I feel like you have to really like, I mean, in the beginning I think people just get really excited. It's like for me, one of my biggest purchases at first I think was my car.
Oh, okay.
I remember buying my car. Like I think that was actually the very first thing, even aside from the bag. I just remember like the car.
Oh, your Lexus.
I think the Lexus was my first big purchase.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about like, did you ever spend money on dumb stuff that you were like, what was that about?
Yeah.
I think for me it would be that time that I walked out with a few purses.
I was gonna say,
I feel like crazy.
I feel like most of my designer bags were stupid purchases. Honestly,
it
because
was so stupid.
I don't wear them. Like I dead ass. Okay, I have my like my Chanel. Chanel was one of my like that bag was like my dream too.
Yeah,
to just have, you know. So I got my Chanel bag, and I do wear her a lot. Like I'm not gonna just wear a purse once a year, bitch. Like, but that's my issue. I feel like that was aside from those couple purses, like there's some other ones that I got just because I thought they were like, you know, different random colors that I'm like, oh, that's a cool red bag. Like,
yeah,
I'll buy that one or I'll buy this. And it's like a lot of times I'm like, dang, like when have I actually worn that out? And I'm like, that was such a waste of
I feel
such a waste of money.
That's how I feel. I think the store was Gucci.
Yeah, I don't even like
Gucci, and I remember I think it was 3 purses for no, like, it's so stupid though. I had got myself 2 purses and I got my mom a purse. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because now she has all 3. I just gave them to her because eventually I stopped using them. One of them I wore her like for years. It was like the very popular one. You remember that one?
Yes,
the crossbody?
I remember.
And the other one was like a suede one. I never used it. And that one I gave to my mom because she was like asking, I think, for it, if she could borrow it. I was like, just keep it, girl. And then I eventually gave her the other one. I feel like for sure anything that I've regretted, not as I do regret buying some of those stupid bags because they're just sitting there and I'm like, isn't that crazy? For some people, they think it's like iconic. I mean, iconic as you should. But some people just like, are into that. Keep buying and buying designer.
Yeah, I think it's just for some people it's
preference.
It's everything. For some people, they just love designer. I genuinely could care less for it. I don't give a fuck.
One time I heard, ouch, this tamales hot. My mom made tamales yesterday. One time I heard, if you can't buy it 3 times, don't buy it.
Okay. You know what? That's so real because sometimes I see people buying designer left and right, and I'm like, baby,
I do think like if you like worked your ass off for it, you've saved up, you absolutely deserve it. Go the fuck off. I don't care if you have $5 in that purse. You worked for it. Period. That's your purse.
There's some people that just love designer. That's all it is. And some people like love designer. You know what? I feel like it is really good to not get too excited because I feel like a lot of creators or influencers, you know, you start making some coin and you know it's normal. Everybody gets really excited.
Start making some coin, then you don't got the money to cough up for taxes. Oop.
That part, like it's understandable, but
yeah, it's like giving a kid like money. That's how I feel like.
Of course, and I get it because like you know, you go from like not making anything to like you start your career online and then you start making an incredible amount of money and you're like, holy crap, this is literally a career.
I'm not gonna lie, like
that.
I had a really bad habit for a while. I don't know if it's like my like literally when they say like retail therapy, that's my therapy.
Yes, it is.
And I have this bad thing where I like
you and Luis.
What's the word? I impulse shop. Once we started working with Rocket Money,
Queen,
y'all have seen those ads, Rocket Money, baby, it had me on check. That was like I'm spending this much a month. What the fuck am I doing? So it's helped me. I think about my younger days, I blew my money like. So when tax season came, I was like, help me.
I feel like when you first start making money, you get so excited and you're like, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that, I'm gonna get that. And it's like you do realize that like if you want to save up and you want this money to last, like you need to invest that money and not just let it sit. Yeah. Like also like just spending it. And there is people like that. There's people that are probably, you know, like new to that world and like every bit of dollar that they have, they're blowing it because they're like, well, I have it, I might as well blow it. I'm gonna die one day, I might as well blow it. Like, no, don't do that. Like invest in it. It is stupid too to also just let it sit in your account because it's not making anything. Invest it or do something in your prime. That's one thing
that I have in my head, and maybe it could be a good thing and a bad thing. That money's not gonna come with me to the grave.
Okay,
either I blow it or that's just gonna sit there forever.
Okay,
that's not a good way to think when it comes to just like impulse buying.
Not think like that. Fuck no.
It shouldn't, because I should be thinking now that I have kids. Let me tell you, this is how I thought my early 20s.
You can't think
She's
like that.
a grown woman now. She thinks about when she spends. I actually think about it now and I'm like, okay, no, I shouldn't be overspending. I also have a kid now. Like I think about all that. Early 20s, I would think that. Now I'm like, wouldn't you want like to have like all this money saved? You know,
you want some adult saved.
This is like a 21. No, how old were we?
Because you can't think like this where you're like, yeah, I could spend money on that. I could buy that. I got all the money. I could buy that. I could buy about that. It's like, okay, but what's in your account? What's in your savings? You could walk around and say like, well, I have money to spend on that. I have money to spend on this. Like, I could buy that right now. I could buy this and that. But it's like, but what about your assets? Like, where's that? Because that's what's like really important.
Zero. I'm just kidding.
Your assets, your
broke. I'm just kidding.
You know what I mean? Like, you have to, and it's like, I feel like you learn over time too. But I feel like you have to think about it. And taxes is a real thing. Like, you don't just fucking blow your money because then tax season is coming around and you're like, where's the money? Because, baby, when you're making a certain tax bracket, like, half of that money is not yours. It's the government's.
That part.
And people don't think of that. You're not thinking about it at all.
Yeah, when I tell you I was humbled. I've learned so much.
Do you remember that one time?
To be fucking fair.
Do you remember that one time?
Oh my gosh.
When you got scammed and they called you and told you
I am tired of you fucking scammers giving me a heart attack.
They're still calling him. Tell them the story.
Okay. So beginning years, like I really like I had a hard time with my taxes because baby, I'm telling you, when I tell you they told me to cough up so and so amount of money, I'm like, bitch, I don't even got that in my account to cough up. I'm not the first. No, I've heard influencers literally say this, like, bitch, I don't even have what they're asking for right now. Like, it's crazy. Okay, to be clear, I was getting on top of organizing my taxes. It was probably like the first year where I actually started making like money where I owe taxes. I think that's what it was. And
you get a call.
I get a call from a scammer. If somebody would have just held my hand and told me it was a scammer,
you didn't know
things would have gone differently. This fucking scammer is telling me like, we have the police going right now to your house
because you need to cough up like I don't know what, right?
Maybe not the squat team well enough. Imagine Karina, I remember literally crying.
We were also 21 years old. I remember we were
I
really
was like
young.
21. Oh my God, bless this 21 years old soul.
These fucking scammers have no fucking heart.
No fucking heart.
Scumbags.
And I have a story to tell you after this because I'll be telling them off now. This heartless motherfucker literally telling me, what would you call it? We have an officer pulling up any minute now, and we're gonna take you.
If
to
you
jail.
don't pay me $5,000 right
Oh
now,
yeah. You have an officer.
Cards. You know they do that shit.
You have an officer on their way to pick you up, and they were asking
You're
for
going to jail.
they were asking for a few thousand.
Yeah, and they wanted you to go to Target and get a gift card to pay them. They always do that shit.
It was definitely not a gift card.
They always do that shit. They'll be
And
like,
I
"You
remember
have
I
to
was
pay me
like,
gift cards."
I was literally crying, like, oh my God. Okay, hold on. Crying my eyes out.
No.
Like hysterical. I don't know if I
And
hung
he
up
was
and
like-
told you guys.
Yeah, you did.
I hung up. I told my mom, like, I'm going to jail. I really thought my life is over. I thought this was a blessing. This is a fucking curse, bitch. I really thought my life is over. I'm going to fucking jail. Like, it was crazy. Karina, I thought.
You remember what I told you?
No. I'm so traumatized, bitch. I don't remember nothing. What you tell me, girl?
Hold on.
Did you tell me something that made it worse, or?
I was stupid too. I was stupid too. Like, I don't know why. Maybe this was in the time that, like, maybe we just didn't know much about scammers. We were stupid as fuck. I remember you telling me you were freaking the fuck out. And I was like, well, you're just going to have to do the time, Mayra. Like, bitch, do the time. I did.
How does that go? Can't do the crime.
You do the crime, you got to do the time.
You can do the crime, you gotta do the time. Bitch. And Karina's telling me this, like, well, fucking telling you to basically
I
accept
feel like
it.
I'm like, well, what can we do? I'm thinking like, well, you're just gonna have to go and serve your time, Mayra. Like,
I literally can't, right? How did we figure out that it was a scammer?
I think it was
I
like,
didn't give them my bank info. I
I
hung
think our
up.
parents told us like it's a scam. They can't call
I
you.
think I remember my dad telling me like
Like, they don't
the
call-
IRS does not call you.
yeah.
They'll send notes out, like email. I mean,
they don't just
same
come
things in the
arrest
mail.
you.
They can't just call
And
you.
I remember they called you back again, and then I answered and I started going the fuck off.
Can you imagine a 21-year-old girl just started her fucking career, and she's getting told
I
on the
literally
phone, "You're
remember they
going
were
to
saying-
jail, bitch."
I remember, yeah, they tried to call back, and at that point I was just mad, and my dad had told me it was a scam. And I
Ever
remember I answered, and they were like, "We're pulling up." I was like, "Pull up, Daddy!"
Pull up! It's really the cops coming.
And I just remember cussing him the fuck out. He just hung up.
No, well, after that, I was like, "Holy shit! I really need to do my taxes." Didn't we even get like this guy that was like legit as fuck? He was a accountant. Well, thank God, bless.
Hey, I got my shit in check.
Hey,
these days, okay?
bless my accountant's soul. Like, now I have an accountant that's on my ass about it. I literally think, Karina, this was around the time like we had literally just started making money, because I don't even think at that point I had an accountant.
Well, this was like the very beginning of it, dude.
Oh
This
my
is
god!
like trying to organize
I
your
just wanna
taxes.
know, like, these people. How the fuck y'all scammers sleep in peace though?
putos. Like,
I
don't
literally
wanna
am
do
so
it.
traumatized. You know your phone when it says scammer. I'm like, hello.
Hi, like
No, I literally, Karina, like
I love the
if I wanted
scammer
to be petty, though.
videos. The scammer videos where they take them into the store and they'll be like, "Yeah, I'm here at Target, and what is it?" And they'll just waste their time. So funny.
And if I have time, I'll pick up, because your phone warns you if it's a scammer. If I have time, I'll pick up. And I remember one time, like, I just like went off on a guy. I'm like, "Are you like, this makes you happy scamming people? Like, what are you doing?" And he was just like frozen.
It's so obvious,
And
too,
like, they
these
always hang
scammers.
up. And I'm like, "Yeah, this is a scam. Hello." Like, I straight up, like, right away.
Yeah,
Or like sometimes I'll play it off and like I'll waste their time, but I'm thinking like, what are you doing?
yeah, and they'll try to scare you, like, "Ah, you owe this much." No, I don't. I tell
I
them,
remember
like,
one time I
don't.
was like, "You can contact my
My
accountant."
financial advisor.
Oh, but
Bye.
this, I'm like, "Bye, bitch. Like, I can't do this."
Yeah, I let them know too. Like, yeah, I'm like, no,
But I'm like, bitch, y'all. Luckily, like, I don't even know if back then my phone said a scammer was calling. Oh my gosh, I'm so traumatized by that time. Like, I'm so traumatized that literally till this day, I'm like, I hope I'm doing my taxes fucking right. Like, am I missing anything?
we are, Mayra. We got the best financial people now.
Girl, anyways, yeah, that was so terrible. And I don't think the IRS calls you guys. You're going to get multiple times in the mail letters. Like, there's no fucking way.
I feel like most people know. It's just that at that time we just really had no idea. We were stupid and young.
It's so sad, though. Like, the way I was like, about
hysterical. Like, accepting your fate.
Accepting I was going to jail for years.
That's crazy.
Speaking of that, bitch P. Diddy. What's going on? Didn't he get like arrested like a couple days ago?
He's done with.
Girl. No, because I feel like now that's going to expose all Hollywood. Que bueno.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Done. In the 50-foot bed. Did you hear about the 50-foot bed?
And there's actual video of them partying like in the back. I just saw a video today.
I saw the 50-foot bed.
That's crazy.
The baby oil.
And,
1,000 bottles.
Commercial size. It was not regular baby oil.
Commercial size.
Did you guys see the pictures? Well,
how big are these baby oils?
Like this, like commercial size. Bitch. Squishy Bunny Warehouse glues, commercial size. That was his oils.
No, not the big ass tanks.
Bitch, no, I'm sorry, not the tanks.
No, because those hold like 300 gallons. Hold on.
no, sorry. I'm thinking about like the commercial like gallons.
Oh, like the gallons?
Bitch, not the fucking oil tanks. Like,
oh my gosh. I'm just thinking like, I can't do it.
I don't know. Obviously, like it's just weird. It's not funny, but it's just crazy.
The memes are outrageous.
Wild. The memes are crazy. But the like it's so crazy though, because how did he think he would just like get away with that?
Like how
honestly, I don't know like much in detail. I haven't like really looked into it. But I know he got arrested.
How powerful is this man to fucking
And there was like a video of him freaking out. Like he's like out. I think he's at the
in a park, right?
At Central Park, and he looks like unsettled. Like he looks like he's like
it's a fucking day before he went to jail. No, oh my god, the whole baby oil thing. Me and Raul were just talking about it because fun fact, at the warehouse we have a bunch of baby oil, and you're like, for what, bitch, right? Because like, okay, so we have activators, right? And if you ever have bought a product from us, we have a little like bag. It comes with a care sheet. It comes with anti-stick and activator. Activator is to make your slime or to activate it in case it melts down. And anti-stick is this little thing we have like this. It looks like eye drops, but it's an anti-stick for your hands. Mm-hmm. And that is basically baby oil. Mm-hmm. And we use it because when you put it on your hands before you play with slime, it just creates like a barrier between your hands and the slime. And it just makes it for easier like slime play, like if you're a beginner to slime. Mm-hmm. So fun fact, we buy like baby oil in bulk. For that reason. So I was just like, I'm never publicly buying this baby oil. I'm like, I am never. And there's times where you just need baby oil and you just go to a store and buy all the baby oil they have.
No, the way they're going to be looking at y'all now.
I'm like, I'm never going to pull up to Target again and clear their baby oil shelf because
oh my
god, insane. But we use that as like the anti-stick. So I just thought it was like a little. Me and Ro were talking about it like, bitch, I'm never pulling up to the store again and clearing them out of baby oil again.
Okay, ladies, spooky season is amongst us. Bitch, I just gotta say real quick, these spooky ads got me fucked up. I was getting my steps in the other day. So I normally like to get my final steps in when Mr. Noah's asleep. Brian's upstairs doing his thing. I'm by myself, girl. Like I literally was by myself downstairs I was watching YouTube. I was literally just watching YouTube. And the ad pops up. It's like the most demonic shit you could see. I don't know what movie I don't know if it was an exorcism. I don't know what it was. It was crazy. And the ad's playing. Bitch, I didn't even have the option to skip it. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I was downstairs by myself. It had to be like 12 a.m. already at that point. I'm like, what is like y'all? At least give me a skipping option. No, and when they have the skipping option, they make sure it's after the jump scare. I'm like, girl, y'all got me really fucked up now.
I hate that. Or where you?
I cannot. It's always at nighttime only though.
It's always at nighttime when you're scrolling on TikTok at 2 a.m. And then like a fucking scary ass ad comes out. I'm like, I
hate when they do something like where they're like a TikTok where they fuck with you. A spider jumps or something. I'm like, all right, I'm fucking out of here.
I'm like, all right, delete tap. Like, what?
But speaking of, I guess like spooky season coming.
I'm so excited. October's basically here, bitch.
It's literally here. Oh, speaking of that, Skinny Tober's about to be crazy.
Skinny Tober's about to get on and popping next week.
We are already working on our first costume.
Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna die.
Like fully. I wish I could tell you, but I feel like we would give it away if we tell them.
No, we can't tell them.
Oh my gosh, we're so excited, and every episode is freaking iconic that we have planned out.
We are so excited. We need to get this decorated immediately after because
the next episode is Skinny Tober.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. But Speaking of spooky stuff, have you been seeing how like kids? I feel like in general, kids like their veil is thin. They see a lot of things.
Very intuitive.
Very intuitive. Recently, I was watching a TikTok where, the daughter is like explaining to her mom. She was saying the grandma's middle name, and like no one knew the middle name, but this kid knew the grandma's middle name. And I don't know. I just feel like kids can see stuff. Like I feel like the older you get, the veil.
Okay, so the
thickens.
grandma passed away.
Yes. I like how I just don't like leave
No
those
context.
details in there.
No context. This kid knew her grandma's name. What?
Brian tells
She
me
knew
this
her
all
grandma's
the
name?
time. Brian tells me this all the time. I tell stories with no context.
You do that.
And I know I catch it on the podcast. You'll be like telling the audience like what happened after me because I'm like, oh, like you're like finishing the
No,
sentence for
because you
me.
literally just started and you were like, so this girl, like, she knew her grandma's name and like no one. Okay. Maybe you should start with her grandma died before she was even born.
Wait, why do I do that?
And nobody spoke of her name before.
I'll have conversations with Brian and like out of the blue I'll be talking like if he knows like what I'm talking about.
I think you just think that like you do that with me sometimes, like in regular
I mean, clearly I do it on the podcast too.
You do that like we'll be like just talking like in general, and then you'll start telling me something, and you think like I understand the background, and I'll be like,
I don't know why I do that.
And I'll literally be like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? Like, what happened? And then you like explain it. I'm like, wait, why would you think that I just know what's going on? Like,
No, I don't know why I do that. I every time like people check me about
like I'll be like, wait, what are you talking about? Like, you have to tell me from the beginning. Like,
I don't know why. I literally don't know why I do that. Like in my head, I assume that like they're thinking like it's so weird. I don't know why.
Funny.
I mean, it's not intentional. I don't know why I do it though. It's so weird.
You do that. I think you did it today when we were getting ready, and I was like, but like, what do you mean? What happened? What? You were like saying something, and I was like, but what happened? Like, I was so confused. I don't know. You were telling me something today.
Honestly, I don't know if this is like some form of ADHD. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I don't know why I do that.
ADHD, I'll diagnose yourself. Like, what? No, because I don't know if it's my PCOS. Like, what?
Come on, PCOS. Like, what?
You know, for everything, we're like, our PCOS. Like,
I always want to like find the root of why the fuck, you know?
You're like, it's that damn Ovasitol.
Fun fact, I'm not on Ovasitol anymore. Queen. But no, Brian tells me all the time, he's like, you talk like if you already told me the story.
I'm like, is my brain broken? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Anyways, her grandma unfortunately had passed before I think she was even born because she didn't even know her. And she says her middle name.
Oh, her middle name. Oh,
or like a nickname.
She said something she didn't
know. It was something that she didn't know.
Yeah, like where these kids will literally like be like, oh, where they'll start talking and say something like, start talking about their past life.
Yeah.
And talk about like, oh yeah, like I died of this.
Fun fact, like, I have this vivid memory.
Bye.
I've told you before.
But she's going to tell me how she died in her past life.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to tell you.
What the fuck? Okay, hold on now.
I've told you this before. And I don't know if it was a movie scene and maybe as a kid, I just like, it clicked in me.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah. I told Brian this too.
Yeah, like maybe it was a movie scene and I just took
like
it on as my personality trait. Like,
and let me know if this is a movie scene so I can like just give myself that peace that this wasn't my past life. Huh? Oh. I was 7 years old. I was a boy. Oh. And I'm in a blue bedroom. Oh. It's definitely I'm in a third world country. And I'm shot in the head. Yeah.
I mean, of course that didn't happen. Like you said, tell me if it happened or not. No.
Well, you don't know that?
No. Oh, no. Never mind.
Past life.
I thought you were telling me right now, like, tell me if this is a real memory I have. I was like, girl.
You're here. My past life. Tell me if this is a movie, though. Maybe it's like a memory. But I have a vivid memory, Karina. Third world country. It's giving like a blue room, like blue paint. Oh. And I want to say I'm in like Colombia. Like not in Mexico. It's like Colombian. Like I'm in like a country like that. Cuba or Colombia?
It's in a Latin country.
A Latin country. And I have like piel morena and I'm a 7-year-old boy. And I want to say it's like a man, like I'm in the room and he shoots me and that's it. And that's the end.
And that's like a memory?
Yeah, and this man, like, he gives me, I sound so fucking crazy. Like, this has to be a movie if this is not my past life. This man gives me vibes of like he was like my stepfather, like of the dad, the mom. Like, I'm not explaining it right. This gives me vibes that my mom was like with a guy and like he just hated me. and killed me. But I was like a boy.
Oh.
Yeah. And I've told Brian this. I'm like, if I had a past life, I was a 7-year-old boy and I like was scared of this guy. And he comes into the room and shoots me in the face.
What the fuck? Okay.
And that's all I have memory of. Memory? Bitch. Okay, I'm like laughing about this because this could be very much a movie. Like, obviously, I feel like kids too, a lot of things like that you watched in a movie, you start like creating in your head later. Like, where did that memory come from? It was either a dream that I was a boy. I don't know why I dreamt that. It was my past life or it was a movie. But I have this memory and I've told people, I'm like, if I ever, and I'm not confident about it. Like, I tell people, I'm like, if I ever died in my past life, this is how it happened.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And I definitely, it was like, I knew Spanish, but it was like definitely like in another line country.
That's crazy.
I've told you this before.
I wouldn't know my past life.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if this is my past life, but I have that weird memory. And I don't know. That's why I'm saying, I'm like, it could have been a movie. Like, let me know what movie is that.
I was definitely Queen Elizabeth. I'm just kidding. She all died like last year. Like, what?
I do believe that some kids, like, if I knew this boy's name and like somehow we dug deep and like found out this was a true story, like that would be crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I feel like I do feel like it's hard because sometimes I do believe in like past lives and stuff, like reincarnation.
Okay.
But then sometimes I don't. I feel like one soul is given like a one body, one time thing.
That's
so it's hard to tell. But that there's kids that have named crazy stuff where they remember the name. Like I remember hearing once a story of a pilot. It was like this little boy literally, like he said his name. He talks about he crashing on the ocean. He talks about how like literally like his last memory was just like him driving. I mean, well, yeah, like flying the plane and like just going down, and that was like it. He doesn't remember obviously hitting it. Like he just remembers.
I just can't with like death in general.
And
like,
he literally like has the name down to the T. He even says where the location was and everything. And he was like correct for everything. They end up finding the real person that was a pilot. Insane, Karina. And this little kid's convinced that it's him.
Yeah, there's
he's
a
like
lot
into
of kids
planes and everything.
That is crazy. And it's always like kids too.
Yeah.
And like why would they know all those details? They wouldn't. They wouldn't just pull that out of their ass. Like they wouldn't know like the logistics of a plane or how they even fly or any of that.
Yeah, that's
or like
crazy.
How death works. They don't even know how death works. Like, and they're explaining like their death and stuff. That's crazy. I believe that's true. Yeah. Speaking of death, that just trips me out in general. Like, how is it that you just like die and like you forget all your memory? Like, you literally, the fact that like we live this life and we have so many memories like right now, in the present, but like one day you die and you don't even have memory of your own existence. Oh, vanished, and you don't even knew you ever existed once.
That's so sad. I mean,
like the fact that I
beliefs, but
yes, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I remember being at a funeral once, and it was a Christian funeral, and the guy that was talking is the pastor. He was saying like she doesn't have remembrance of life. Oh, she doesn't even know it happened. Like she doesn't even remember her life. And I remember I was like,
I think sometimes everybody has different beliefs because I feel like not everybody believes that.
Even the afterlife, like that's a whole other story. But like even then, like, do you remember who you were, or is your spirit now like your soul? Is that different from like who you even were? Like, do you remember yourself as a human, or are you just now such a pure soul that it's like none of that matters and you don't even have remembrance of it? Do you know what I mean? But like let's say like even like just speaking scientifically, even like they say that you just don't like despite beliefs and everything. Like what happens? Like how you just
well like scientifically you just die and that's it,
right? Like it's just crazy. Well, even that's what I'm saying. Even at being at a Christian funeral once, how they mentioned like like your soul is separate from like your life now. Like you don't remember ever being a human, ever existing. Now you're just like a soul. Sad. Now you're just an innocent, pure soul. And it's just that now. Like your spirit doesn't remember your life. And you're like, wait.
I don't know. It's just to believe that.
It's hard. Like, I mean, it's just like, it trips me out. Just the thought of it even.
Yeah.
Or like when somebody passes away and they come back to life, like, or when someone has a near death experience, like they don't remember like parts leading up to it. They just remember like, they'll remember I was doing this, but I don't remember passing out or
Yeah.
or the actual incident. Sometimes they don't remember it at all.
Oh yeah, because it was in that moment like you go brain dead.
Right?
Basically.
So if you're just like near death and you forgot the past few minutes, like death,
Whoa.
like they say you just forget
you.
you ever. They don't. There's not even.
because you're dead. Your brain is dead. Every memory to exist is dead.
It just blows my fucking mind.
Yeah, I get what you mean. If scientifically speaking, yeah, that's how it is.
Like, but can you just imagine like just dying one day and like you don't even remember existing? Like,
I don't believe that entirely though, because I feel like I've had certain experiences with loved ones, like literally my baby, like where he's like literally giving me like crazy signs where like I can't even explain to people. Like if I do, like people are shocked.
Yeah.
So for him to like know who his mother is, to give me those signs, shows me that he does remember me being his mother.
That's so true. Yeah.
So I think it just depends how you see it.
Yeah. No, yeah. I think it's just like one of those things. It's just such a mysterious thing. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The mysteries of death is just what's crazy. You know?
Yeah, especially the near death experience ones they're
just wild,
insane. I have a spooky story to tell you.
A spooky,
and it's actually crazy.
Oh,
so I have like felt like I really do feel like I get like signs from Briancito, like, and I know that they're very like coming from like, you know, the good side. So this day, I think we're putting our Christmas stuff away. It wasn't Christmas time. It was like in February. I just put my shit away so late.
Put your shit away March.
It was definitely not witching hour. It was but it was like nighttime, but it wasn't late. We were putting our Christmas decor away, and I was by myself in the living room. Brian was literally loading up the truck with like the boxes to take it to the storage. Like I swear I was inside by myself, and I hear Noah's swing like shake, and like it like shook, like the little stars on top moved and everything. Like I saw it, like I heard it, and I got to like see it literally shake. Noah, Coco is by the door. The swing is there. Noah was like playing like somewhere else, like by the kitchen, and I just remember looking at it and I was like, Brian, like
you knew something wasn't
come
good.
in. I was like, Brian, I just knew. I was like, I'm not tripping. And I remember looking at it because when I heard it, I was like, I heard it. One thing is hearing it and one thing is looking at it. And I'm so it just sucks. I usually have like a camera recording. It was not recording. I felt the vibe, and I literally just said out loud, I'm like, if this is not of God, leave this home now. The door was open, wide open for it to
door
leave.
Opens up. Imagine like what?
No, the door was wide open for it to leave.
Oh my!
But the fact that I even said it, like I just knew it was not something.
You just feel that shit.
Like I get cute signs here and there, but like when it gets physical, I don't think that's like.
I don't think that's
I was so spooked, Karina. I literally told Brian, I'm like, I literally like I didn't hear it. I saw the swing shake. Like I saw it and I heard it. And I even saw it like calming down. And I was like, Brian, come here. And he got to see like the last bit of it still moving. Like it was like settling. I was like, I'm not crazy. You see that? I'm like, it just literally shook.
And you just felt the vibe too.
Mind blown, Karina.
Absolutely.
As a kid, I know we've told our stories here. Like when we lived at the other house, like when we were younger, like we've seen a lot of paranormal shit. I think I was more shocked because I was like, this was literally last year.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh, as an adult, like I feel like you could have like a thin veil. Like the veil thins when you lose a loved one. Like because, you know, they're so connected to you where you get like signs and stuff from them.
Yeah.
But I feel like that is so different. Like that's paranormal stuff.
I can't with
And I kid you not. No, in the beginning I was questioning. I'm like, well, if it was my son, like, you know, he's just playing with this, like the swing. That's what I thought, right?
Yeah.
And that night I had forgot about it. And at nighttime, it was like late. I was falling asleep. I started thinking about it. It started scaring me. And that's when I realized I'm like, this was not anything good because it's scaring me, bitch. I was like,
absolutely not. I hate when you just get the vibe.
Yes.
It's like sometimes you don't have to see anything. Like you could just step into a house and you're like, ooh, I
don't like it here. The vibe, that does it for me.
The vibe is when you know.
Have you experienced anything crazy as an adult?
No, but like sometimes I'll get, sometimes you get anxiety at night. Like I remember one time, it was recent too. Like I just remember waking up and like just looking like towards my closet.
That just reminded me of something. What? Just finish your story.
I think I know what you're talking about. I just remember like at night, like I just woke up like with anxiety and I just like looked over, like, you know when your closet's just open?
Yeah.
I just remember looking at my closet in the dark and I was like, I don't know why, I was just mortified in my closet.
Oh
like,
my God.
You know when you just see something and for no reason you're just like,
Oh my god, yeah.
Mortified. That's all it was.
Oh hell no.
It was just acting.
I was laughing because I remember one time at the Chino Hill's house, you were like, you had, this was like broad daylight. It was probably like when you had your like fucked up schedule because it was like 3 p.m.
I think I had a slap, girl.
And Jasmine was playing inside your. She was playing inside your room.
Yeah.
What happened that startled you?
I forgot.
Oh, I know what it was. I think the dogs started fighting.
Okay.
I woke up like, oh my god! You know that scene of Monsters Inc. when the kid wakes up?
Yeah, like a robot.
The robot, like that was you. You were like screaming. You like scream like if you like.
Yeah,
Fucking saw like a demon or something. You were like you screamed so loud, Jasmine. She
the
was
way
like so
Jasmine ran out that room, bitch, was crazy.
crying, hysterical. She literally ran out hysterically crying.
Like she
was
saw,
probably like 7.
She
was
probably
so
thought I
loud.
was possessed, bitch.
No, it was like giving
Okay, let me tell
possessed.
you what happened. So I just remember, I think it was like one of those days that I had busted in all nighter. I was probably filming till 5 in the morning. I don't know. I'm thinking like I was probably filming a side video at 6 a.m. Like, right? And then like I think I was like asleep. I was sleeping. It had to have been like late afternoon, y'all. Like I'm telling y'all,
It was crazy.
like I don't know what Jasmine was doing in my room.
The vigils,
But
I just remember, man.
think about, have you ever been so tired that like when you finally go to sleep, like even your body can't rest of how tired it is?
Your brain's like stressed, and you're just so
Like even if you're sleeping, like you could have a panic attack of how tired of how tired you are. So that was one of those days. And I just remember sleeping, and I think the dogs started fighting, so my dogs started going at it, and I think just hearing the noise of the barking, like
you just woke up.
it just like the adrenaline in me for not sleeping just like it did something. And I just remember like just lifting myself out of the bed and like just looking at Jasmine and like like just
That's so scary.
So imagine Jasmine seeing my fat ass just wake up like no makeup and all. Imagine like
this.
Bitch was spooked.
She was spooked, girl.
And I just like screamed and looked at her, and she was probably like, "What?"
She literally like ran
And then
out.
when I finally collected it was a shit show, Mayra, because my mom even came in, and I was like, and I stood up and I told her that I was gonna like have a heart attack. Like I felt like I was just about to like just die.
Oh, I hate those. I've gotten those before.
I think I literally woke up into an anxiety attack. That's what happened.
Yeah.
But I just remember Jasmine looked at me.
I think they're called nocturnal panic attacks.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it was. I just remember Jasmine looking at me, and she like, and she like ran out like crying, like
Poor
she was
thing. And the dogs
mortified.
still going the fuck
And
up.
the dogs literally stayed in the room fucking each other up while I was like
Having a heart attack,
panic
like,
attack. While I'm having this panic attack, and dogs are killing each other, like what? And then my mom came in like, ¿Qué traes? And I was like, I don't know what the fuck I was telling her. I couldn't even speak. I think I couldn't. I think I was just doing this like,
Oh my
like, I thought I was about to collapse and die. Imagine. But yeah, that's what happened. That is definitely not paranormal, but spooky as
Happy
fuck.
Halloween, like what?
Happy Halloween as fuck. Jasmine was traumatized.
That's a Halloween decoration. You waking up like what?
Like what?
I can't.
That needs to be an animatronic at for Halloween.
Bitch. The Karina Garcia animatronic is crazy, man.
I'll think of shit like what?
Bitch, I can't do it.
She was scared. Yeah, like,
And that's just a taste of which I'm gonna get. It's getting over.
oh my god, I'm so excited.
This is the last episode.
Oh my god, Skinnytober's next week. You guys are not ready. You guys are not ready.
I'm so excited.
These costumes are about to be iconic.
I'm so excited.
Oh my
So
god.
we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Without further ado, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.